Hello, this video is going to show you how to retrieve the historical data and get some good trends from your pump station data, a feature that I use and like the most. In this app, our standard app, we actually have a small trend window right on the main screen. This one is not fueled by a pen group that has anything. Let's try this one. Okay, so this shows the wet well level and the status of the three pumps, the digital pumps. You can pretty much trend anything you want on the screen with a number and or a drawing item that's digital. A digital item is simply something that just turns on or off. As you can see, this pump just turned on, and in the trend window, apparently the green pen is pump 3. This is the reference trend down here, but we're going to look at that when I blow up the window a little later. Anyway, so in order to access a larger trend window, you simply click on a number, left click. I clicked on the wet well controlling wet well level, and sure enough, there I got a trend window that popped up. And if you go back, you can change the time of the window. Let's go to 12 hours. Oh, there you go. 6 hours. And then you can add to that trend window any other pens you want. Well, up to more than 10, it gets to be pretty daunting, but I'm going to pick out these pumps by clicking these, and the digital trends occur in a smaller window in the bottom. Here the purple, red, and green pens are 321 pumps. So in the beginning here at 11 o'clock, in the last 6 hours, the wet well level went really high and all three pumps turned on, and then it brought everything back into whack, and you can see the pumps alternating through properly and the pump cycling the wet well level. Real quick, you can also get a grid which pretty much just shows you the numbers and the time. If you like to just look at the numbers. Notes, I imagine you can see if any notes occurred during, oh, here we go. Wet well is still clean. So I'll just usually keep this at plot. You can go back pretty far, so I'm not sure how far back. There's some trends on this demo. Here's something that happened July 4th, as you can see. I can zoom in on that area by picking one of these icons. I usually don't mess with too many of these, but I do like the zoom in and the zoom back out. So if I choose the zoom in, this becomes like a magnifying glass. I can click and zoom into that area. So here I've zoomed down into 6 hours, and you can see the pumps turning on and off back then. Let me get back to the present if that's possible. There you go. Also, if you want to custom make some of your trend windows, if I clicked on pump turning on and off and perhaps a running hours or a flow, here I am clicking a few of these. Open up that window. Here the pen is green for the run feedback as well as the flow. Down here in my legend, if I click on the properties, let's say I clicked on the properties of the estimated flow rate, I can change the color of the pen to something else. How about a red? Okay. Perhaps I want to change it to be a fatter pen, so I increase the width here. Hit OK. So that pen becomes red. I can see that. If I want to temporarily turn a pen off in this window, there's a little eyeball marker here, so I can turn off that red one, and maybe I'll turn off the flow rate. This black pen is the running hours for the pump. It's kind of a strange trend. It's just going to increase on into the lifetime of the pump. If you want to change the range of a graph, so here it's automatically chose to range it between 550 and 560 as far as the minutes or the hours that have gone by for these 2 hours. So 2 hours ago it was at 551.1 hours, and then it's at 551.3 hours. So it only ran for 1/10 of an hour, which is probably true in that span. I can choose the pen properties again, and to change the scale range, they're usually at the default range of the tag, but if I unselect that and then choose manual scales, I can scale it to whatever I want. So how about 550 to 552? So there, I've just changed the scaling for that one pen. And here I go turning on the pens again. And you can always just close out that window and start from scratch if you want to try another trend window. So here I'll pick out some other items. You can also get some statistical data for the range that you've shown, minimum, maximum, average. If I were to go back, let's say a week, I can quickly see that the running hours really haven't changed much from that time frame. You could also print out your graph here or save the group of pens that you chose for later use with the tag selector by saving the group. So if I always like to see these 6 pens, I would save that group that I've chosen, give it a name, and now if I were to pick it from the onboard on screen trend, I would get that pen group. Okay, that's the trends.